Hello everyone. Today we'll have a new lesson about programming languages that start with letter W. What fib? What for? What fib or Waterloo Fortran 4, developed at the University of Waterloo, Canada, is an implementation of Fortran computer programming language. It is the successor of Wat4 1980s, 80s, 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 80s. Wat5 was in turn succeed versions later versions of Wat4 because it could complete the three usual steps: compile, link, go in just one pass. The system became popular for teaching students computer programming. WebAssembly. WebAssembly, often shortened to WASM or just WA, is an open standard that defines a portable binary code format for executable programs and a corresponding textual assembly language for facilitating interactions between such programs and their host environment. The main goal of WebAssembly is to enable high-performance applications but the format is designed to be executed and integrated in other environments as well, including standalone ones. WebDNA. WebDNA is a server-side scripting interpreted language with an embedded database system specifically designed for the World Wide Web. Its primary use is in creating database-driven dynamic web page applications. Released in 1995, then registered as a trademark in 1998. WebDNA is currently maintained by WebDNA Software Corporation. Wayli. Wayli is an experimental programming language that combines features from the functional and imperative paradigms and supports formal specification through function preconditions, postconditions, and loop invariants. The language uses flow-insensitive typing, also known as typing. The Wayli project began in 2009 in response to the Verifying Compiler Grand Challenge put Onicore in 2003. The first public release of Wayli was in June 2010. Primarily developed by David Pierce, Wayli is an open source project with contribution from a small community. The system has been used for student research projects and in teaching undergraduate classes. It was supported between 2012 and 2014 by the Royal Society of New Zealand's Marsden Fund. The Wayli compiler generates code for the Java virtual machine and can interoperate with Java and other JVM-based languages. WinBatch. WinBatch is a Microsoft Windows scripting language originally developed by Wilson Windowware and currently supported, maintained, and enhanced by Island Lake Consulting LLC. Its environment includes an interpreter in a code editor along with a dialog designer and optional compiler to create self-contained executables. Its language structure and syntax is a cross between DOS, Batch Command, BASIC, Fortran, and C. Wolfram language. The Wolfram language is a general multi-paradigm computational language developed by Wolfram Research. It emphasizes symbolic computation, functional programming, and rule-based programming, and can employ arbitrary structures and data. It is the programming language of the mathematical symbolic computation program Mathematica. Wyvern. Wyvern is a computer programming language created by Jonathan Aldrich and Alex Potanin for the development of web and mobile applications with security and assurance being number one priority. Wyvern supports object capabilities. It is structurally typed and aims to make secure way of programming easier than insecure, as described in the Wyvern Manifesto. One of the early available features that make Wyvern special is a way to safely use multiple programming languages within the same program so programmers can use the language most appropriate for each function while at the same time increasing the program security. It is currently in a prototype stage and distributed under a GPL v2 license. That's all for the discussion about programming languages that start with letter W. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.